Who built the megaliths of Stonehenge? For centuries, the giant stones of Stonehenge have stood in silence, watching the rise and fall of civilizations. Located on the Salisbury Plain in southern England, this mysterious structure continues to baffle archaeologists, historians, and curious minds alike. Who built it? Why was it built? And how did people thousands of years ago move stones weighing up to 25 tons without modern technology? The story of Stonehenge begins more than 5,000 years ago. The earliest phase dates back to around 3000 BC, during the late Neolithic period. Archaeological evidence shows that the first version of Stonehenge wasn't made of stone at all. It began as a circular earthwork, marked by ditches and banks, with wooden posts standing in the center. Over time, this simple monument evolved into one of the most iconic structures in human history. Around 2500 BC, the great stones we see today were brought in and arranged in a complex circular pattern. There are two main types of stones used in Stonehenge. The larger stones are called sarsens, which are a type of sandstone, and the smaller ones are known as bluestones. The sarsens weigh around 25 tons each, and were believed to have been transported from the Marlborough Downs, about 20 miles away. The bluestones, on the other hand, came from the Preseli Hills in Wales, over 150 miles from Stonehenge. How these massive stones were moved such great distances remains one of history's biggest puzzles. Some theories suggest that they were rolled on logs, dragged on wooden sleds, or even floated on rafts along waterways. Others propose more imaginative explanations, like ancient advanced knowledge of physics, or even the assistance of extraterrestrial beings. Archaeologists, however, lean toward human ingenuity. They believe it took generations of planning, cooperation, and engineering skill to move the stones. It would have required hundreds of workers, ropes made from plant fibers, and wooden frameworks to lift and position the stones upright. The construction process itself likely took centuries to complete, evolving as each generation added or rearranged elements of the monument. But who exactly built Stonehenge? Most historians believe it was the work of several ancient tribes that lived in Britain at different times. These groups were part of what we call the Neolithic and early Bronze Age cultures. They were skilled farmers, builders, and astronomers. The people who built Stonehenge were not primitive. They had a deep understanding of the land, the sky, and the cycles of nature. Stonehenge also appears to have been designed with precise astronomical alignments. The most famous alignment is with the sunrise of the summer solstice, when the sun rises directly over the heel stone and shines into the center of the monument. This suggests that Stonehenge may have served as a massive calendar, tracking the movement of the sun and marking the changing of the seasons. To ancient people, these moments weren't just about timekeeping, they were sacred. The rising and setting of the sun, the shortest and longest days of the year, all represented the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Many researchers believe Stonehenge was a spiritual center where people gathered for ceremonies to honor the dead or to celebrate life. Evidence of human burials near the site supports the idea that it served as both a temple and a graveyard. Yet, the deeper we look, the more mysterious it becomes. Excavations have revealed that Stonehenge was part of a much larger sacred landscape, connected by ancient roads, burial mounds, and wooden monuments. This suggests that Stonehenge wasn't just a single isolated structure, It was the heart of a vast ceremonial complex used for thousands of years. In more recent years, new discoveries made using ground-penetrating radar have revealed hidden features beneath the surrounding soil-massive pits, ditches, and stone formations that once encircled the area. These findings prove that what we see today is only a fraction of what Stonehenge once was. Some alternative theories go beyond archaeology. A few ancient astronaut theorists claim that Stonehenge was built by extraterrestrial beings or under their guidance, serving as a landing site or energy portal. Others think it was built by the lost civilization of Atlantis or by ancient Druids who possessed secret knowledge of the universe. While mainstream science rejects these ideas, their popularity shows just how powerful the mystery of Stonehenge still is. Another perspective is that Stonehenge represents humanity's deep spiritual connection with the cosmos. The builders may have seen themselves as part of a larger universal order. By aligning the stones with the heavens, they were symbolically uniting earth and sky, man and the divine. In that sense, Stonehenge was more than just a construction. It was a message carved in stone to the universe itself. Today, Stonehenge continues to attract millions of visitors every year. Each summer solstice, thousands gather to witness the sunrise, just as people did over 4,000 years ago. Despite all our technology and research, the exact reasons for its construction remain unknown. Maybe it was a temple, maybe a burial site, maybe an astronomical observatory, or maybe all of these combined. What we do know is that Stonehenge stands as a timeless symbol of human ambition and mystery. It reminds us that even our ancient ancestors were capable of extraordinary achievements. With limited tools, no machines, and no written language, they built something that would last longer than empires. So when we ask, who built the megaliths of Stonehenge? The answer may not be a single tribe or person. It was built by generations of dreamers, engineers, and believers, people who looked at the stars and wanted to leave behind something that would outlive them. Perhaps that is the real magic of Stonehenge. It isn't just a monument of stone, it's a monument to human curiosity. A message from the distant past reminding us that some mysteries are not meant to be fully solved, only respected. Stonehenge still whispers its ancient secrets through the winds of Salisbury Plain. And, though we may never know every answer, its presence reminds us that the human spirit has always reached for the impossible.